As a woman at the helm of the Momentum Group, Janet Murray says she owns her position as a woman at the top, unapologetically. She says getting through the pressure of working in a male-dominated industry has a lot to do with attitude. Murray acknowledges that there are still not enough women in senior positions in South Africa. Various data shows that women make up just over half of South Africa's population, but remain less represented in senior leadership and are more likely to be unemployed than men. According to Stats SA, almost half of South African women of working age are economically inactive, and the official unemployment rate for women is above 33%.
The one thing that helped me when I got this role as the Group CEO of Momentum was to stand back and realize how much it took, the sacrifices, how hard I needed to work, the sacrifices my family and my loved ones needed to make to help me make this dream come true. And that helped me in a sense to say, I have to own it. I have to make the absolute best of it. Because if I don't, I let all of them and myself down. And I think that is so important for us as women to then own it and be proud of it, because it took a lot to get to where we are.
Among the topics covered were women's finances, the choices they make around money, and what financial freedom feels like to them. Entrepreneur Dr. Vumile Msweli encouraged women to celebrate their financial wins without guilt.
I think the first point of departure is for you to understand where you came from. Once you realize that you're much further than you thought, it's easier for you to celebrate. There's a beautiful quote by Dr. Nelson Mandela where he says, after climbing a great hill, you realize that there's so many more hills to climb. So to give yourself the permission, that's the first step, giving yourself the permission to say, I'm not where I used to be, and I get to celebrate that, while still looking forward and knowing it's not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. So I think that's the first way we dispel the idea of guilt. The second is having a circle that celebrates you. So sometimes it's so much easier to be, as a woman, to be so proud and happy for a friend, but not do the same thing for yourself. So being surrounded by people who cheer you on, who elevate you and exalt you, makes it easier for you to say, not so bad, I didn't do so badly, and I think I'm en route to where it is that I want to be.
We asked both women, if success had a number, what would that number be? This is what they had to say.
In order to reach that number, you need a plan. You need to measure it. You might need to actually change some of your financial habits. But most success and most dreams that we have actually has a financial aspect to it. And the freedom that we get when we are financially independent help us to make choices. It helps us to uplift our family and communities around us.
The number for me is 45. And I say 45 because 45 is the age I've given myself to reach the place of pure freedom. Freedom financially, freedom in time, freedom in how I show up, freedom in purely being able to give back as a philanthropist. So that is my number.
Diabo Seto, SABC News, Johannesburg.